Hi, I'm Jale, welcome to my channel. This is going to be an Easter weekend reading or an Easter day reading for you guys, just to see what's coming up, what they want you to know. So happy Easter for all those who are watching who celebrate it. Happy Passover if you're obviously of that denomination, and obviously just hope you're having a lovely weekend. We're going to be utilising the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reid that was very kindly gifted by Kate, who is our lovely moderator in the chat. Thank you so much, Kate. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. So let's see what's coming up here for the Easter weekend for everyone here. I do have an Amazon wish list in the description box, and as I say, if you would like to give to the channel, or there is also a donation link, that's very kindly received and very much appreciated. It does keep the channel fresh, and it does kind of keep the readings fresh as well. So let's see what they want to bring up here for the Easter weekend. Let's see what they want to bring up for the Easter weekend Passover. What is it that we need to be aware of, please, Spirit? What do we need to be aware of, please? What is the general messages? What do we need to be aware of, please? Thank you. Right, let's have a look, see what the messages will be. We've got the Messenger of Fire. She's poised. She's in her light. It's like she's got this lighted energy around her. She's viewing things from a very different perspective now. She can see what was once hidden. It's like she can see that there was something either mysterious or not quite shown. Two of Wands, so this is decision, but this is like her spirit guides know as well. Can you see? Her spirit guides know as well with this light. Poised to receive, but it's like something's coming here when it's time. Now, obviously, we're reaching the end part of Aries. We're transitioning into Taurus around the 20th of April. She's following her own inner guided light, and she's entirely supported by those guides, those spirit team, those angels, those helpers, and she's not doubting it this time. She knows what it is she wants, and she knows where to get it. She knows what she's doing this time, or he, take it as it resonates. And the Nine of Air. Again, I'm just hearing jump. Take the leap of faith. There's something around the direction. It's like whatever direction you thought you were going to go in, there's going to be I'm hearing a realignment here. And they're just saying you must trust. It's like something's about to become very obvious or be revealed. And I feel like there's a decision that's going to be made. And I'm hearing an offering will be given. And it's up to you to decide whether or not you choose to take it. But an offering will be given. Now, this could be a job opportunity. This could be monetary, something of monetary value. This could be a love offering. Yeah, this is a very tangible offering, because look, we've got the Ace of Earth. This is the Ace of Pentacles. I'm hearing this person's conquered their demons. Like there's something around someone may have been really working hard on their shadow side here and collecting their coins, and it's like someone's conquered the physical and they're about to conquer the spiritual to get that balance. Someone had some lofty ideals that they're about to ground into the reality that we're currently in. Somebody had a dream that's about to be anchored into the earth finally, through the help of their guides, their helpers, their angels, their loved ones in spirit, their ancestors, their star team. But this is, again, it's a conquering of self. It's like conquering of what you thought wasn't going to be the case. Conquering of what you thought. This is about almost like again, can you see in these cards, the Ace of Pentacles, this stag is surveying the lands, and in the Nine of Air, this person is on top of something as well, and they're not surveying anything, they're just moving it forward into what they feel would suit. It's like they're conquering their demons. Someone's conquering their fears here. And they're trusting for once what will be given to them. They're trusting. We've got the Five of Earth here. This is about changes. It's like someone's merging into the earth. They're merging into, I'm hearing what they were gifted with. Someone's accepting themselves, whereas before they weren't. And it's like they're merging into themselves. Someone's, I'm hearing, breaking through their weaknesses. Whatever you viewed yourself as doing or not doing, you're about to kind of transition into something new. It's like a cocoon, a butterfly. And again, it's like, this feels like, wasn't Easter resurrection? Doesn't that feel like they've been resurrected? It's very symbolic. And again, this stag, but it's about the masculine and the feminine elements, really. We've got Messenger of Earth in the reverse here, that's underneath the Messenger of Fire, and I'm just hearing scorched earth. It's like the external part of you may be a bit sensitive at the moment. There may have been some sort of nerve endings that were exposed or kind of touched, or something that wasn't quite sitting right, but it's like it has to digest first. Just let this this whole reality, this whole upgrade that you're going through, or are in, or you've just come out of, because I feel like everyone's going through this. Let this dust settle a little bit, because now I can't work out if they're saying he's ready or she's ready. Apologies for the yawning. Sometimes if I'm tapping into someone or something, I can pick up their energy, and especially if they're drained or tired, I start yawning. So apologies, it's not, obviously I am interested in this reading, so just apologies if anyone's offended by that. It's like it's not quite time. Someone's trying to draw in their counterpart here, and someone could be fire element, your counterpart could be earth, maybe, vice versa, take it as it resonates. Someone wants communication, and the other person's either blocking it or is against that, is kind of turning their back. It's kind of turning their back to that. And I feel like, again, it's the feminine that's sort of waiting or open to that, and the masculine that isn't quite. Now, again, the feminine, I feel, is in mixed minds about this as well, and it's taking a lot of strength to maneuver around this. And we've got the Nine of Air that's come out with the Nine of Water. I just heard she was holding on for too long. Time to surrender. Time to surrender. Let this person catch up. I'm hearing they have to catch up. Because can you see here? Look, she's got the diamond with her underwater, but she's not really paying attention to that. She's got something else on her mind, but she's surrendered at this point. This is after her surrendering and letting go, and just having that faith, because obviously the doves of hope, aren't they? But this was after her strength was gained, and the trust and the illumination, that light, that energy that she'd received. We've got the Ace of Wands, Ace of Fire, that burning lantern. So that's now the Ace of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles. This is a new offer. This is like a new offer to the self. Someone's reinvesting value into themselves that they previously missed. I apologise for the yawning. I'm actually not tired at all. For some reason, you could be drained by this situation. That could be another message. There is definitely several layers of messages that come out with these readings, but it's like the reason this person hasn't come forward is because they're putting a lid on it. They know that the investment is a big one. It's like a lid that's been put on a pot of fire. Can you see he's standing on that pentacle and there's a fire there? It's like this person here, this earth energy, this messenger of earth, knows it's a tangible thing, isn't it? And they know to come forward, it means they can't just be dilly-dallying. There's no kind of games here. Look, bottom of the deck, Hierophant. It's like they are being tested, judged. It's like, now with the 5 of Earth comes out, which is 5 of Pentacles, the 10 of Air. So someone's been trying to keep something sustained, which was out of balance, and so this has to be let go to kind of recalibrate. There has to be a new shift or a new cycle, because otherwise it's not balanced. This is why this whole cycle has to end. Look, 7 of Earth, which is a waiting period. So we've had the 5 of Earth, we've had the 7 of Earth. One thing we didn't have is the 6 of Earth, which is about balance. Now that to me is saying that the reason this had to be closed, this cycle, is because the feminine in this energy is not getting her just desserts, and the masculine is not acknowledging his part, or whoever is the masculine in this scenario, him or her, whatever the pronoun would be. Yeah, look, this is the Queen of Cups. She's in her energy. She's in that passionate energy. She's coming up as the messenger of fire and the Queen of Water. And can you see here, it's like this is a bit more of her now at peace with that, because it's like she's succumbed to this. She's surrendered, because it's now creating, look, 2 of Earth. She had to choose one path. She had to choose one of them. She had to choose something. Someone had to choose something. Yeah, look. And he's coming up with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So he's not ready. Whoever the masculine is in this situation, he's not ready. And look, she comes up again as the Queen of Fire. She's got her candle. She's burning her own candle brightly. And this person, the counterpart, isn't ready for that. They're not ready. Whoever this message is for, it's not going to be for everyone. But around Easter, this is the prevalent energy that's coming up. And we've got the 8 of Earth, which is about working on the self, working on what makes you tick over, what makes you fulfilled, what creates abundance, and a physical kind of manifestation of what you feel is good for you. This is also the seed that was planted earlier in the 7 of Pentacles that started to grow. And as you can see, there's this creative element here with this violin. It's about focusing back on the self, because someone in the cycle is not ready to acknowledge something. Yeah, they have to go through healing first of all. This is the Star. As you can see, that giant pentacle behind, and as you can see, we have the moon here, what looks like the moon, but it's actually the number 17, which is the number 8. Which is infinity and manifestation from the 5D into 3D. The Star is essentially about healing, hope, something in the future, something returning in the future, some kind of, we'll put this down ready for when this is picked up again, because it's not quite there just yet. It's like, this is, again, the water bearer is someone that is in control of their emotions. They're not in their emotions, they're holding them. It's like they've got it, they're managing it, they're managing their emotions. And then we've got, yeah, look, once the emotions are handled in a certain way, because this is what was creating before. By holding on to those emotions, it was creating a hanged man moment, which was not pushing this energy through really. But by you releasing this now, finally, you've got the Wheel of Fortune here, which is about a turning of fates. The fates are turning in your favour, they're saying. The fates are turning in your favour. The fates are turning. Yeah, look, this is emotional abundance. Because of the fact that you've mastered that in yourself, you've mastered your own emotional abundance, you've mastered your own emotional kind of sustenance and beauty and energy, and kind of you're not drained and you're not sort of expending energy and thought processes to try and work this out. It's like they've given you a reward for that, because they're just saying it's finally time. It's finally time. And she was given her bounty. Look at that pearl. That pearl. I'm hearing pearl of wisdom. It's like she knows what it's worth. She knows what it means to her. But again, it's like she's holding its space. She's not in it. She's not immersed in it. She's not kind of depending on it. She's just kind of observing it because she knows it's hers. I don't want to put a value on something, but and the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups. So this is like emotional fulfillment with the Star that's come out. The commitment is coming. It's just the last part in the puzzle with this emotional commitment had to happen. This emotional commitment to self, where you're allowing this to kind of flow. Look, the Wheel of Fortune come when you learn the art of patience. Can you see the stars behind her as well? She hasn't even realised the stars behind her, but she's gonna gain this when she's released everything that she needs to release. The control has to be let go of. You can't be in control of these kind of things. We've got Four of Fire. So this is someone who again is managing themselves. They're not sort of waiting. They're not putting anything on hold, or they're releasing the expectation of what will be, and then they're just letting it flow, right? Then, because of that, things recalibrate. There's justice here, there's karmic reward, and then you've got the Messenger of Water. Again, it's that then the emotional sort of gesture comes, then the emotional repayment comes. It's because you haven't expected it, you've mastered your emotions, you've ensured that your own emotional world was taken care of, basically. Yeah, and then look, Six of Cups is reunion. Once that's totally learned in its entirety, it's like you're not waiting on it. You're not disappointed when it hasn't come, and you're not sort of sat there dependent on it. That's when it usually is given. And then we've got the Sun in reverse. The Sun is happiness. This can signify disappointment. It's like there's a reconciliation because you've let go of disappointment. This is no longer an issue. It's like I'm just hearing you're back on track. It didn't detour you to the point where you had a setback. You went within to find your own light. You went within to find your emotional sustenance. You went within to find what it was you felt you were missing. You went within to find all the things that you knew you needed that maybe externally wasn't giving you, and you gained it back yourself. You gained that. You were able to complete something that was previously hard for you to kind of get a handle on. I'm getting very strong Aquarius energy here, so that you could be Aquarius, they could be Aquarius, but we've also got the Seven of Air. This is someone going for an upgrade here. I'm just hearing past life memory as well. There's something about this whole thing that's also coming through that maybe would have affected you guys in a past life. Maybe it was a job, maybe it's a person, whatever this scenario is in your life. The Four of Air, again, it's like she's finally learning. This is someone that's, I'm just hearing caught up. While this was happening, someone else has been catching up. And the balance has been able to take place. Something that was needing to be balanced is now finally take the leap of faith. We've got the Fool in the reverse. Someone's not taking a leap of faith. Someone's going to get to this point and go, oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Someone's not trusting. Yeah, look, 6 of air. Someone is not believing this is ever going to happen, and they've put it down on that basis. They haven't put it down because it's a, you know, like I'm just going to just do my own thing. There has to be a balance of this black and white. If you're any one direction of black or white, you're going to be imbalanced. This is what this is trying to teach you. It's like you're not in your feelings, you're not totally detached, you're just in the middle. You're not reliant on this person to come in or this situation to come in, but you're just sort of, you're open to receiving. If you're any one or the other or sort of imbalanced, then they can't push this through. It's like the energy has to be just right. And it's not because, oh, they're just going to try and, you know, trick you or something. It's because also this is a lesson for you as well. This is about you mastering the balance of the self as well as anything else. Yeah, because when that happens, when you truly balance that out, you get transformation. And now she's got the fire that's sparked that kind of, that newness. Because what happens then is a brand new cycle starts. Once you've sparked that fire, then you get a brand new start. And look, this is communication, this is insight, messenger of air. So we've had all of the messengers now. We've had we've had literally the messenger of water, we had the messenger of fire, and we had the messenger of earth. The last one was the communication, the last one was clarity, the last one was truth. So once this transformation comes through, then comes the communication, the insight, the wisdom, the learning. Then comes that. What also flew out was 8 of air in the reverse. So this is, again, it's like this communication may have been stifled. Someone was, again, can you see, if you look in this picture, she's looking through the clouds from the 5D into the kind of, from the ethers into the 3D to say, when is this coming, when is this coming, when is this coming? It was blocked because the reliance is not equal. It's not equal in balance. It's not serving. And again, that's what you had to do. You had to say goodbye. But don't forget, this is an 8. You had now, this is now 2 8s you've had. So don't forget, after 8 is 9. So if you've had the 8 of air and the 8 of water, emotionally there's a closure, and mentally there's a closure, and then what comes after 9, 10, completion, and then 1, new cycle. So you're so close. You're about to, with a new lesson that you've learned, you're about to start a new cycle as the Queen of Earth, that's ruled over the practical, that's ruled over the physical, that's in her power, that has managed. She was the Queen of Water and the Queen of Fire before. She was the Queen of Water, the Queen of Fire. She was in her emotions, or she was very fiery. That was the kind of energy that was coming across. I don't know if we've had the Queen of Swords yet, which means that's the last one we need, because the Queen of Earth is about ruling over her kingdom. She's the practical taskmaster. She's the balanced one, the grounded one. After this, the only thing we need now is the Queen of Swords to complete that, to gain the Empress, which is that totally evolved feminine. And again, if you're male, that could apply to you as well. It's just take it as it resonates. It's either you or the person you're thinking of here. This is what it's equating to. Yeah, look, cool. Cool. Can you see? There's a call here. So what that means is because you've healed your earth, that practical side of you, that page of earth that was on their side, that could be recalibrated. Don't forget, they had the messenger of earth before. So if they're in the earth element, you need to match that element to be on their level. The only thing that they would need is to match up in terms of either a knight or, well, this would be the messenger, wouldn't it? It's the knight of, they would need to upgrade to the knight, which I think they already have done. I think the only thing that's left is the king of earth to match, to create counterparts. Yeah, Queen of Earth. We've just had that twice, so that's come out twice. Right, what else can you tell us? Yeah. Once that has been matched, the practical, the earthly kind of pursuits, which is, you know, the Queen and King of Earth is the matriarch and the patriarch. It's like the mother, father, the team, the people that are grounded and working in the physical and have the balance, and they oversee their father and mother, and you know they're kind of sensible with things. They can see a practical kind of nature. I feel like there's an urge here for you to focus, especially if you're feminine, to more on the practical side of things. So to sort of balance out the watery and the fiery side of you, look after the more practical. That will balance you out as well, and then the communication will happen. Then the public recognition, because look, this is 6 of 5, this is 6 of 1, so this is public recognition. This is also someone approaching. It's like then there's a match in vibration. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Earth, which is again a waiting game. Magician. Then you manifest. Once you've mastered these 4 suits and you've gained that balance, then you can manifest it. So then this is you ushering in a new cycle. This is you ushering in a new beginning. So whatever your first couple of days of the new moon, of the full moon on the 7th was showing you, this is what is being mastered until, again, around Easter weekend, when I feel like this is, again, the new cycle, what will be leading you into a different kind of energy, which is for manifestation. So again, if you're the kind of person that is more, you know, in the ethers, or you're more kind of watery energy, intuitive, or, you know, fiery, you know, that dynamic energy, this Queen of Earth, it's a practical element. It's overseeing practical matters. It may well be sort of, that's the energy you're looking into. And if you're masculine as well, that could be the same thing. But there's definitely an energy here of the masculines being more in the earth realm, so the more Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, so the more physical side of things, and the feminines that weren't in that energy, they were in that kind of water or fire, and it's about kind of transmuting that energy down into both, matching that kind of pentacle energy, that physical, earthly energy. Ready for this. Look, this is what this is building up to. 10 of Pentacles. The offer. Once you're on the same page, the offer. Once you're on the same page. Yeah, look. Then the offer. This is the King of Cups. Then the emotional gesture comes. Then the offering of emotions comes from your counterpart. It's only when you look at the practical balance, get grounded, master these things, master the emotions, master the passion, master the, you know, the balance of it all, then 10 of Pentacles, King of Cups can finally come through, because it's ready. It's like you're in the same element then. You're in that kind of balanced energy. Bottom of the deck, the Tower, to make way for the new. Okay, guys, this is your reading. Have a wonderful Easter. Thank you for your likes, shares, and subscriptions. Everyone that's been tuning into the lives, massively appreciate you. We do lives. We're going to do early ones on Monday, which will probably be around 2 p.m. roughly, kind of British Standard Time on Monday. Wednesday, roughly between 6 and 8 p.m. British Standard Time, and Friday, roughly 6 and 8 to 8 p.m. Monday to British Standard Time. So this is on YouTube, so if you want to join us, great. If you would like a personal reading, or if you want to get hold of me for anything else, information is in the description box. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care.